All right, greetings preppers. Today we're going to do a review of the Rush 12 backpack from 511 Tactical. This is actually one of my favorite backpacks. I'm very excited to talk to you about it today. Stay with me now. All right, thank you so much for staying with me. So, yes, I am a big fan of 511 products. So, I can tell you right up front that this is a product that I stand behind. This is actually my favorite backpack, but stay with me anyways. I want to show you all the features of this backpack and why I like it. But first, let's get a little conversation going. What backpack are you using right now for your EDC, for your in and out of work kind of bag, your everyday carrier, or I'm going out for a little while, I just need to bring a few things with me? I want to know which backpack you like. And next thing, so why am I doing this review? So my current backpack, or former backpack now, I'm actually retiring because, I don't know if you can see that, it's got a little tear. Now, this actually served me pretty well. I got 3 years out of it. It's very much a budget backpack, but I want you to take a look at this. Okay. And then take a look at that, right? So you can see that this was definitely inspired by the Rush 12, but just didn't stand up to the abuse, right? So I did get 3 years out of it. Maybe we'll talk about this another day, but not today. All right, so we are going to talk about the Rush 12 backpack from 511. Sorry, that is a mouthful. All right, so first things first, let's talk about the size dimensions on this. Okay, so the Rush 12 really is a multi-purpose backpack. It can be used for your EDC, it can be used for like a get-home-bag, it can be used for your BugOut bag. It's probably a little bit small for that because it's 24 liters, but just depends. Like if you're a small-framed person and you're not going to be carrying a ton of weight, maybe that is the right size for you. But let's see if this can also be used as a carry-on. Now for a carry-on, you want this to be no higher than 22 inches. Let's go from... Yeah, we're good there. That's about 18. You could maybe say 18 and a half when it's fully stuffed. It needs to be no more than 14 inches across. So let's check this out. And we're going to be a little bit over generous. Yeah, it definitely, I don't know, the camera's probably not going to pick that up, but it definitely gets under that 14 inches. Even if I'm like overstuffing it, it does. All right, and then the last part is it needs to be less than 9 inches, which it's definitely going to do that, but we'll just show you. Imagine if this is like fully stuffed out, and even like fully stuffed out, it's going to come way under. That's showing 8 inches right there, okay? So you're good. This is also okay for a carry-on. Okay, so what are the features of the Rush 12? It has 16 individual compartments. I'm going to show you all those. The material here, so this is the biggest difference between this bag and the bag that I just showed you that I'm retiring. This is durable 1050D nylon, okay? And it is very, very hardened to the touch. Like that's the only best way I can describe it. It is durable. Like that's not going to cut or fray easily. It's not. When you think nylon, this is like thick, like corduroy kind of nylon. Okay, so you've got a front pocket here. Let's go ahead and take a look in there. Okay, so one thing that you may notice here, if you prefer like a full open clamshell, this does not do that. So that's as far open as I can get it. Now in here you've got all kinds of individual compartments for your phone, pens, you know. So what do I typically put in this front pouch here? In my work bag. This is like my EDC work bag. An umbrella, a small mini umbrella is going to go in here. You know, little boo-boo kits and Band-Aids. I usually put some snacks in here like granola and things like that. A lot of times I skip my lunch because I'm just working and there's an emergency come up. I need to deal with it. And so I have to like grab and go. I don't always get to do like a full sit down kind of meal. You've got your key ring there, key holder there, so you could put your keys inside. I usually put a little flashlight inside there, like a mini flashlight. You got one zippered pocket, which actually goes pretty deep there. You can see. Watch my hand dimensions. Okay, so you could put stuff in there that you don't want to come loose. You could put a little bit of cash there for lunch money. I always keep a little bit of cash for work because, not just lunch money, like if I just get to actually go out with some of my friends, which I try to do once a week, but also, you know, there's always some kind of donation going on. Somebody's got a baby shower or whatever, and you got to have a little bit of cash. Although a lot of people do Venmo now too. So we've got several pockets in here. One thing that I would, if they do an updated version of this, having like the hook and loop material inside here so that you could put attachments inside would be a nice upgrade, either here or here, but it's fine. Again, this is my favorite backpack. There's very little that I'm not going to like about this. So that material is also on the inside is very, very durable. They didn't cheap out on the inside. You know, it's just about as strong as the outside material, okay? So let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. There's your pen pouches, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so there's 9 right there, and then I guess I don't know if you count that as 10. Okay, so that's your like your admin pouch area. Now, on the front here, you've got MOLLE webbing all the way up the top, and it's on the sides too, which is kind of cool. That's gonna be important for what we're gonna talk about here in a minute. And there's also on the bottom here, it's got. So if you were using this like for camping or hiking or something like that, you could attach like a bedroll or something down the bottom, a poncho, a jacket, whatever. You could, you know. It's also got drainage holes down the bottom. I should show you that as long as we're down there. So if for some reason your bag did get really wet, it can drain out through there. One thing that, again, if they do another version of this, an upgraded version, maybe a little bit smaller on these holes, that's actually pretty big. And you could have small items fall out through there. Okay, so we got a little pen here, just kind of give you an idea of the pen tip. Okay, the pen won't go through, but if you had something really small in there, I don't know. I'm trying to think of what might go through, but I'd be okay if they decided to make those a little bit smaller. All right, one thing, again, if they decide to do an upgrade on this, it doesn't have a water bottle sleeve. So I actually bring 2 water bottles to work. One is my water and one is my coffee. So what I'm going to end up having to do for this one is to attach a pouch. Let me show you just an example of what that will look like. Okay, so these are examples of water bottle pouches, right? I've got a couple of these. And if you like to carry a water bottle with you and you don't want to put it inside the main compartment with you because you don't want, you know, condensation to get on the contents inside, I would say go ahead and invest and get yourself something like this, okay? And all you're going to do, it's really easy, and it's actually kind of fun, is you're just going to attach it to your side there. You could do it on the front too. I'll show you at the end what that looks like. So you could do it on the front too, like that, if you preferred, right? It's up to you, however you like it. But I do recommend if you bring a water bottle or a coffee canteen. I got 2 that I bring every single day. One is my Nalgene, which will go in there. And then I have a clean canteen that I always have with cold coffee, and that's going to go in that one, probably on the other side. So my bag's going to be kind of wide, but that's fine. Every day I throw my laptop in here. I've got a power brick, the power brick cord for my laptop. I always have a mouse because I don't like the stupid touchpad. I don't understand why people like that. And sorry, a little mini rant there. You know, I have something else that I want to show you here. Okay, so another accessory pouch that you could attach to this that I really like. This will probably go on the front for me. And this is called a drop pouch. And basically you can fold it up like that. You know, these weave in through there, okay? And then what you can do with this, the drop pouch, is it can open up and it expands. And so what I usually do with this is I have a banana almost every day, and I don't want the banana to get squished by putting it in here. So the banana will go on the outside of the bag like that. You know, maybe some other stuff that I don't want to have squished goes in there. All right, get the idea? And you can start to see the possibilities with a bag like this. For a BugOut bag or a get-home bag, you can really customize it. You could put a first aid kit on the front, you know, whatever you want to do. It's got the hook and loop for patches here, name patch here, you know, if you wanted to do that. And also you've got compression straps here that you can tighten up to make it thinner or expand if you need to make it a little bit bigger. So there's your compression straps on both sides. Quick release buckle. All right, I'm going to show you how deep this is. And again, unfortunately, this doesn't do the full clamshell open, but that's fine. It's just something you need to know about if you prefer that design. Oh, and I'm sorry, before we do the main compartment, you've got a little pocket in there that you could put, like this is probably where I'll put my Band-Aids, a couple little things in there, maybe chapstick. Same nice material inside, nice and durable. These zippers are YKK zippers. They're self-repairing, so if for some reason it kinks, you pretty much, as you zip it back, it's going to repair itself. These are pretty much the best zippers you can get in the business. And because of these nice tabs here, you can do this in the wintertime with gloves on. It's not a small little zipper tab. It's nice and big, easy to manipulate. Okay. So the main compartment here is 18 inches by 11 inches by 6 by 5. So it's got to be 18 this way, up and down. So 17-inch laptop, fine, no problem. And then it's got to be 11 inches across and 6.5 deep. Yeah, I guess that's the way you can do it. Here's your, I don't know if you can see that. We'll see if I can get a little light in here. This is your laptop sleeve back here, right? And got a little bit more storage space in the front. You could crush up a rain jacket. Now in this section here, what I typically do is I have a lunch bag. I bring my lunch like 4 out of 5 days a week, and that's pretty much where it's going to go. You also, I could squeeze in some gym clothes down the bottom there. So I really am bringing a lot of stuff to work in and out every day, especially if I go to the gym after work, something like that. So I've got my gym bag, I've got my gym clothes, I've got my lunch bag, I've got my laptop, I've got the cord. You get the idea why I need something a little bit more spacious for my everyday bag. So let's turn this a little bit here. I want to show you. You've got these mesh pockets in here. Let's see if we can get the light right. There we go. You got these zippered mesh pockets here. There's one on top, one on bottom, and those are pretty deep. Just kind of give you an idea here. Let's see if I can catch this on the camera for you. So it goes about half hand there for the top one. Okay, the bottom one is I can get almost my full hand in there. Okay, and those both zipper, so you could store, you might throw your phone charging cables or something important in there. You might, a little bit of money, if you've got like ibuprofen or allergy meds or anything like that you need to take, you might throw those up there so you know exactly where it is. Okay. Get the idea? A couple more little features here. So up the top, you've got a fleece-lined eyeglass pocket. You can put your sunglasses in there. I usually put my headphones in there, a couple N95 masks, anything else. My business cards go up there too. Also my wife's business cards, because sometimes I come across people that I can refer her to. So keep those up in the top there. Now this shoulder system here, I'll put it on in a minute to show you. This is called a yoke system. I believe this is their proprietary. This is called a yoke system, and it's much, much easier on the shoulders and the neck. At least I find it to be. Got a couple little MOLLE things on here. You can't really do too much with those. You could put a couple like S-binders on there if you wanted to attach your keys or something like that, or like a little mini flashlight. That's about all you can do with that. It's got a sternum strap, so if you're going to be moving around a lot, if you are going to use this for like hiking or day tripping or something like that, you're probably going to want that. And it's got the quick release buckle. Now, I might as well show you this since I've got it open. Got another drainage port there in case it got wet. And then this system here, it's got a little bit extra padding where you need it in the back for your shoulder blades and on, where it's going to put some pressure on your back to kind of just give you a little bit more give. And then this channel is designed to allow a little bit of airflow so you don't sweat like crazy. And then since we've got this open in the back here, let's take a look. So this here is your hydration compartment, okay? Now, you could put a hydration bladder in there and it'll feed through there, okay? And then it can come out through there, okay? You can attach that any way you want if you're using it for that, for like backpacking or hiking. So where the hydration bladder would go in, you could either put it here and hang it from that, right? So that's got the hook and loop. So your hydration bladder would hang from there, okay? You've also got the panel back here, which this has got Got a little firm backing there just to give it a little bit more support. I'm going to leave that in there for myself, but you could replace that with like an armor panel if you wanted to put like soft armor in there. Okay, so there you have the front with the sternum strap. I'm going to turn the back here and show you. So this yoke system, if you can see on the side, all right, that is extremely comfortable, much, much easier on my neck and shoulders for, you know, somebody who's had some injuries over the years. This just makes life a whole lot easier for me. I'll show you the back. Obviously, it's not filled with my stuff right now, but give you the idea. All right, and it does not have a waist strap. I've got another 511 that I use, and I jury-rigged one, so it is possible to do something. There are these little straps on the side here where this comes in. You could jury-rig something into there if you need that. I don't think this is meant for like an all-day hiking pack or something like that, but you certainly could use it that way. And if you want that waist strap for that, you could do that. Most people are probably going to use this for, like, you know, this is your EDC bag or your get home bag or something like that, where the idea is that, you know, you're using it for a short period of time, not marching for days and days and days, okay? This bag really is designed for someone who wants to customize for their needs, right? So I'm going to show you with the water bottle pouches attached to that what that looks like, and give you that we'll wrap it up with that. All right, so you can see there, you know, with my water bottle and my clean canteen and my drop pouch attached, right? So you look at this and you say, Sarge, that's ridiculous. Now it's not a TSA compliant carry-on. You're absolutely right. But guess what? Those pouches can detach in seconds. That's what's great about this bag. The 511 Rush 12 is completely customizable. That is what makes this bag so fantastic. Yes, it is a little bit tactical looking. Some people don't like that, so you can comment down below what kind of bags you prefer, if you're into the grayman look or nothing like that at all. That's fine. This is my favorite bag, and it is fantastic. I'm happy to recommend it to you. If you have any questions about it, please comment down below. That's about it for today. Keep planting your seeds, keep stacking your silver. This is Prepping with Sarge.